Hello, my name's Alison and I'm on the community team at the Heath at Runcorn. And while everybody's at home, we thought it would be a good idea to give you something to do that doesn't mean that you have to go to the shops. Now, you'll see I've been joined by Neil. Neil is my cat, and I have tried to take this so many times, and he shouldn't be on the kitchen table, but we're just going to crack on, otherwise we'll never get it done. Okay, so these are the pebbles you can do, and the idea is you find the pebble and then you paint a nice message and you leave it for somebody to find. So I've got some ideas here for you. Look, we've got smile, it's infectious. Oh, I know. Be happy. Breathe in the breeze. After every storm, there's a rainbow. Thankful people are the happiest. So true, you count your blessings. That's what we all are trying to do. Time. Do you know what? I said to my husband the other day, time is priceless. And health is priceless, and at the moment we've got both, so we're billionaires. Time to enjoy the simple things in life, like Neil, my cat. Stay positive. Breathe in the beauty of nature. We're lucky. Rainbow, little diddly minion there. It's okay to be yourself. Stop trying to be somebody else, because you do yourself best. Don't have to fake it by being anybody else. If you see someone without a smile, give them one of yours. That's one of my favourites. Smile at strangers and you might just change your life. You don't know what somebody else is going through. Some people are very good at putting on a facade. A smile is a curve that sets everything straight. I've been on the internet and stolen these little sayings from places. We have two fabulous, gorgeous little NHS key workers. Breathe deeply, love nature. You'll get your own sayings anyway. And all of these little pebbles here with the ladybirds, those, I've painted those for my running friends because we've been setting challenges for each other. And every time one of us identifies the tree, or it's got, we're pretty sad now, whatever, we find the challenge, then we leave each other a little something that we have to then go and find as our reward. So these are my reward pebbles, just little ladybirds. Let me get those out of the way, easier said than done. And look, you can even do, my friend Chris is 50 and she should have been having a birthday party, so this will be put just outside her door as a nice surprise for her. Now this is for my husband. There's another idea. Let the shape of the pebble inspire you. This one, my husband said it looked like a shoe, and we've done that many long walks now while we've been in lockdown. We go up the crack of dawn, and so we live in Standish in Wigan, so we've named it, instead of the Camino way in Spain, we've called it the Standino way. So that's a little boot for him. Now, today, you've no idea how precious that pebble is. Nearly got ravaged by 4 dogs getting that, because in typical Blue Peter style, I want to do, here's one I did earlier. So I tried to get 3 pebbles, same-ish. Should have gone to Specsavers, never mind. This is how it starts, and this is what we collected from the field. My lovely husband and I had the pebbles in his rucksack, and we had found something called footpathmaps.co.uk, and it's got on it, this site, all of the footpaths, bridle paths, and there's also a layer of historic map as well, and it'll apply around Runcorn, Widnes, Warrington, wherever in the UK. So we subscribe to it now for £3, worth it. You can have a free trial. Anyway, so we knew we were on a footpath. Unfortunately, a very angry farmer came out on the farm, it said, warning, these dogs bite. So even though the footpath said go through the farm, we thought we won't. We'll just go around the outside on that 2 metre path where the delivery van has just delivered some post. 4 dogs came out, and it was like an episode of Who Let the Dogs Out. I did not know I could go that fast. At one point, I did have to stand in the field and roar like a lion, because I thought, what else can I do just to frighten these dogs? The farmer came out. I thought, oh, good, he's going to call them off. No, he used the F word so many times. It wasn't very, but I think he probably wasn't a well man. He told us to get off his land, and he told us to take away our virus, and he said a few other things. But I did say to my husband, I don't think he's right. I think there's something not right, in which case he can't help it. What worries me is that he's in that farm by himself. So anyway, it's another thing to be explored. But these, we got them under great duress. So here's one unpainted, 2 coats of paint and then the top coat. And today I really want to focus on showing you the top coat. I've got with me some permanent markers, are great, a selection of brushes. I've got my paints in there. These are water milk tubs, which I keep on using as extra planters. The only thing I'm not happy with this one, the minion one, I should have turned it the other way round, because minions don't have noses. But I'll plant those up and just handy. But meanwhile, the bottoms I'm using for paint. I always have 2 little tubs of water, one to rinse and one for a final rinse. And you'll need a selection of, gosh, I'd be no good in the slips as a cricketer, would I? Dropping everything. There we go. A selection of acrylic paints, which are the plasticky ones. And not posh. I'll get whatever there is available in the supermarkets or the range or whatever. Really good. Okay. Don't be tempted to do as I have tried. I'm not the most patient of people at times. If you just, let's say I was to put yellow on there, thinking I'll go straight to it. Can you see what a rubbish finish it is? You'll see the difference. This has got 2 coats of paint. It's fast to paint. The paint dries quickly. Believe me, it's worth doing at least 1, if not 2 coats of paint. Okay, so first of all, imagine that I've painted that twice. You might leave 10 minutes between coats. Do you bother to do the bottom? Nah, because then it sticks to everything. Did I bother to do the bottom here? No. There, yes, must have had time on my hands. Anyway, this is what we're aiming for, a graded colour, because on my last little video that I did, it was more about painting a rainbow for our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful NHS and key workers. Don't even get me started there, how wonderful they are. Anyway, I've run out of green. This is how I conserve my paint. I've cut it in half, got out the last bit of paint, and then made 1 part small, just pinched it in, and it just keeps it for a little bit longer. But what I could do is trim that down and use that as a pot, but there's not enough green left in there, so I can't do green to blue. I'll have to do yellow to red. Now, it's important, you always start with your lightest colour first. And, oh gosh, look at the difference in the colour. It's worth it, promise you. I'm going to do, for this yellow, I'm just going to cover it, maybe stipple it into the smoother the pebble you can find, the better, because it's easier to write on. And you'll notice I'm going way over halfway, and I'm going to put quite a bit of paint on because I don't want it to dry, because, do you know, I'd lean over and have a look, but you'll see my roots then. In fact, my really good friend Karen is a hairdresser, and she saw me the other day. She went past. She said, "Oh, stay to you and your roots," which is hard when you're 4'10". Everybody can see the top of your head. Anyway, so I said, "Well, I've got this box at home. I could just do my roots with that." She said, "Oh, don't. Send me a photograph." So I sent her a photograph, and she said, "Don't." She said, "I'll go in the salon. The salon's closed." She said, "I'll pick up the colour that you need, and your John can put it on. So watch this space." He doesn't know yet. I'm just going to pick up some of the red colour now, and I'm going to start, you know what, get messy hands. It's easier. And then you can always paint the yellow again afterwards. So I'm going to do that nice, definite red. And then I'm going to rinse my brush once, twice. Have I got any kitchen roll? Yes, I meant to say kitchen roll is your friend here. Right, so I've got rid of most of the water out of there. I'll put a bit of water on there, because now you're going to work from the yellow into the red. That might have had too much water on it there, but done is better than perfect. A bit more yellow, and you play around. There is no, oh, next you do it this way, then you do it that way. You just stop when you think it looks, as we say in Wigan, alright. My hand's shaking. It doesn't normally shake, but it's honestly quite nerve-wracking doing this. You can tell I'm not a blogger. I've got my phone suspended by an elastic band from a light, and I've got a cat who keeps on treading everywhere. Right. I used to go to a school called Rudston, and my lovely school. And my teacher used to say, "Alison, don't kill it with love." And you know when you're doing something and you're enjoying doing it and you think, "I'll just do that, I'll just do that." And you go too far and you kill it with love. And sometimes, there you go, killed it with love. Right, stop it now, enough. Anyway, imagine that was done perfectly. Keep on flicking, very enjoyable. And you end up with this. Now, what you need to do then is to plan out your letters. And for me here, I wanted to do be kind. Because you know what? It's not tricky. It's not complicated. Be the nicest person you can be. And well, if we all did that, it'd be a much better world, wouldn't it? Anyway, be kind. So I thought, in fact, I'll do that with my pen. No, yeah, be kind. First of all, I thought, right, I want be kind. Then I thought, I need to jazz that up a bit. And I thought, I can really now, let's think, if that's my stone, I'm going to try and do B. Maybe flick that there. So practice, exaggerate your letters. And you can add some little dots of flowers, and you can maybe make that into a heart. So you might want to put it on with a pencil or a pen first. I'm going to go straight in there with the felt tip, because you've got other things to do with your life than watch me do this. So here we go. Now I know what you could do is, kind is the most important word, so I've made sure that kind is on the lighter colour and stands out the most. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll thicken out these letters. I won't do them all now. Just make a little line inside and fill it in. Just have a look at what my little finger's doing there. See there? That, especially now because I'm nervous, stops your hand from doing that. And my elbow is anchored on the table. It's just good that I haven't got a cat. No, I love my cat. My cat is called Neil for a reason, because I used to tell stories to my children about Neil, the alien, because our surname begins with the letter A. And if you spell alien backwards, it says Neil A. When we used to go on holiday, and if we didn't have any books and the boys were in the bath, they'll kill me for saying this, when the boys were little and they were in the bath, you say, Mum, tell us the Neil story. It's a little alien. In fact, that is something that maybe I should do. Never ever written them down. You can jazz that up. Now, just imagine I'd done those letters. Imagine I hadn't got that paint over me. I just want a little brush. I'm going to use that one, and I'm going to just do... Right, and keep your hand going. There we go. Blob into there. Put a little bit down there. Get the excess paint off. Blob into that bit there. I think my heart might need a couple of coats. That's looking a bit... I suppose I could have put white underneath there, but underneath it first, but that's asking for trouble. If it's like express painting this, my white is over here, which a little bit of wasteful, but never mind. I'll use that for something else. I've got a very big tub of white and it slipped. Let's just put some white here. I'll put my elbow in that later, that's for sure. Right. Okay. In fact, let me just do, that's a little bit of yellow there first. You can just do little flowers. I'll only do 2. Trouble is with the lighter colours. They don't cover very easily. If you use these for your water, they'll look much better than a low saucer, because it supports your brush. It doesn't tipple over backwards. Now you can just put little dots round there. You can make flowers. You can build it up. You could turn your bee into just a buzzy bee. But today it was all about how to blend your colours, and I do hope that you are getting out and about, and if you want to leave some positive pebbles, then please do. I get lost very easily. I have a zero sense of direction unless I'm in the shops, and then I'm absolutely fine, funnily enough. Tonight, this one is going to be, I can't do it in front of you now, it'll take too long, but we have a place on my walks that there's a pile of poo in the farmer's field, horse poo, I don't know, cow poo, whatever it is, and there's also a sign saying, please take your poo bags home. So I call that poo corner. So this is going to have Pooh Bear in it and a little sign saying poo corner. Maybe you could leave positive pebbles, but maybe you could also write signs for friends and signs for places on your name, the places where you're walking. We have all sorts of, there's one hill that we call Concrete Hill. Anyway, enough of that. Get busy, keep busy, and the time is going to fly. And don't forget, you're a billionaire. Thank you.